All right, let's do a Kubernetes tutorial with uploading Node to Google Cloud. So we'll do like this. So here's our Docker file. It's just a node, and then I'm putting the node modules in a directory that's going to be one higher up than my app, so I can hide it from, if I was mapping the volume, I'd hide it from here. And then put it on the path and copy an npm start. That refers to index.js, the dependency of Express, and here's my app. Okay, so just a server that listens on port 3000. It says some text. Okay, so let's get started here. We'll say, so basically the way it works is we're going to have cluster deployment service. A cluster is just a set of virtual machines. A deployment sits on top of that and treats the machines as one logical instance that shares a resource. And then you put pods on top of that, and then everything else is behind a load balancer, so the internet can access those pods on the in the virtual machines there. All right, so first we'll get our project exported. So we'll say gcloud projects list, and we'll copy this, and we'll say export project ID is equal to that. And then we'll go ahead and say gcloud config set compute zone US West 1A is where I am. So project net set. And now I'll go ahead and say let's see. I want to create clusters. I can create the Docker file now and push it up, or create clusters. Doesn't matter, either one. Let's go ahead and create the cluster. So gcloud container clusters create. We'll call it dog's life. And then we'll say the num nodes equal 2. So 2 virtual machines. That's what we're creating right there. That'll take a minute. I'll go ahead and fast forward it. Actually, while I'm actually doing that, I can go ahead and open up. Let me see if I've got another tab open here. There we go. Okay, so clear. I can say docker build tag gcrio slash project ID. Call it dog's life. And dot out of this Docker file. Okay, it's built, and I'll say docker push gcrio project ID dog's life. Okay. All right, so now we've got our clusters set up. Let's create a deployment. So cube control create deployment dog's life. We'll say the image is equal to gcrio project ID dog's life. Okay, so I can say cube control get deployment dog's life. Cube control get pods. Okay, it's still creating it. But I can say cube control expose service dog's life. Well, actually, it's cube control expose deployment rather. close deployment, dog's life type equals load capital B balancer, and we want to listen on port 80. The target is 3000. Okay. All right. Port 80. Target port 3000. So the load balancer will accept requests on 80 and send and forward requests on into the pods to port 3000. That's where the node server is serving there. It's arbitrary. Okay. We can say kube control get service. Okay. So it'll give us an external IP. We can curl it, and we can check to see it says some text. Excuse me. So I have to keep hitting this. All right. So let's curl that. Some text. Okay, so we can go ahead and scale up. We can say kube control scale deployment dogs life replicas equals 3. So that just means we're going to put 3 pods. We can say kube control get pods. 3 pods instead of 1 on those 2 virtual machines, striped across them like a RAID array. Okay. So now let's actually swap the image out. Let's make a change. We'll say it's a dog's life. I'm just living in it. All right. And now we'll say docker build t gcr.io project ID life version 2. Okay. So now we're just building the app again. Oh, I forgot the dot. We're building the app again, retagging it so that the deployment, aka the Kubernetes control plane and how it deals with manifests automatically through this thing. Okay. Docker push gcr.io project ID dogs life v2. Okay. Once it's pushed, then we'll be able to set the image. So we'll go ahead and say kube control set image deployment dog's life. Now the container is dog's life equals now the image name, and that will be gcr.io project ID dog's life v2. That should do it. It'll retag it, update the manifest, and then we should be able to curl it. So kube control get service. Grab that IP again. Might not work here. I'll have to go to a different. Yeah. It might take a minute to update there, actually, because it's got to pull. Let me see, kube control get deployment, or actually describe deployment. Right? see, it's scaling up, scaling down. 20 seconds, 18. See, scaled down, replica set, dog's life. Scale up, scale down. So I could be hitting a cache, could be hitting the old one. So might just have to give it a minute. Maybe it doesn't matter where I. All right, it's a dog's life. I'm just living in it. So there you go.